All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
I'm the brother Shalamar.
Brother Anan.
We're from the Great Millstone Atlanta camp, coming at you with an update, a lesson. And it's going to be an update on the current condition of the economy because of what's been going on between last week and also what's going on around all around the world, really, with BRICS currency and Saudi Arabia ditching the U.S. dollar and all of that. But before we get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakam. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us His truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. And this is an article I'm going to start out reading. This is tricontinental.org. It is pretty much talking about Saudi Arabia ditching the dollar, and now everything is just gonna start unraveling. So it says it's the reign of the dollar coming to an end, and yes, it is. That's a no-brainer. So right here in the article it says, in early June, a rumor began to circulate, which was widely reported in the Indian press as true, that the government of Saudi Arabia had allowed its petrodollar agreement with the United States to lapse. This agreement, made in 1974, is quite straightforward and fulfills various needs of the U.S. government. The U.S. purchases oil from Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia uses that money to buy military equipment from the U.S. arms manufacturers, while holding the economy from the oil sales in U.S. Treasury bills and in the Western financial system. This arrangement to recycle oil profits into U.S. economy and the Western banking world is known as petrodollar system. So yeah, that's you trade in oil and currency, with weapons and all of that. So what's about to happen? The weapon sales are going to drop and the dollar is going to collapse because of that. They say it's going to take a while for the dollar to collapse, but it's like everything's going to happen fast. You got anything? So I can continue in this article. It says, this non-exclusive arrangement between the two countries never required the Saudis to limit their oil sales to dollars or to recycle their oil profits exclusively in U.S. Treasury bills. It says, of which it holds a considerable 135.9 billion in Western banks. Indeed, the Saudis are free to sell oil in multiple currencies, such as the euro, and participate in digital currency platforms such as Mbridge, a trial innovative of the banks of international settlements.
Yeah, if I could say, Saudi Arabia is trying to join BRICS as well. All right, BRICS is trying to come up with, I believe in November, BRICS is going to come up with their own currency. So they're trying to join in on the new trend, all right, of leaving the dollar.
There's a speed trap ahead.
What you got, bro?
Yeah, I really believe that a lot of NATO countries may end up trying to join too, because they're gonna see America crashing and they're gonna say, we need to just hop on board with everybody else. We really don't know how this thing is gonna happen, but there is scriptures. As a matter of fact, let's run to the scriptures real quick, and we're gonna come back to this article. But I want to get some in Obadiah first that talks about robbers by night. If thieves came to thee by night, Obadiah chapter 1 verse 5 says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have not stolen till they had enough? If the great gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? So that's talking about the allies of the United States. robbing this place. All right, those that's been making money, the merchants, world merchants, a lot of these other countries that pretty much get rich off of the U.S. dollar. It ain't gonna have no value, so they're gonna strip this place dry.
Right.
I can truly see that coming to pass, and then it'll all make sense when you read Revelations 17 and it says the beast shall hate the whore. That's a possibility. Not saying that's how it's gonna happen, but it's a big possibility that the beast could hate the whore over economic reasons.
Well, yeah, when Trump was in office, these other NATO countries Trump had a problem with these NATO countries because Trump was basically saying we're putting all our money to the defense of NATO and these other countries aren't contributing. So, hey, this number 40, was it number 45? He might get back in there, all right? There's a whole bunch of situations where that can happen, but it's prophesied, all right, that the beast shall hate the whore.
I was looking at something else. He was I don't know what he was just speaking in front of I don't know when he said this, but he said what's his name, Zelensky. He said he's the biggest salesperson or the best salesperson or something, because every time he comes to the United States, he leaves with billions of dollars.
Yeah.
So he's opposed to this Ukraine funding, but NATO supports it. So yeah, it's just like the brother said. If Trump get in there, man, he could very well make things worse for the better.
Right.
But let's go back to the article. I'm gonna go down a little bit. It says the invitation extended to 6 countries to join the BRICS bloc last August was a further indication that such a shift is underway. So yeah, it's about to be a major shift. And they're gonna call it the New World Order. Because it's gonna cause it could cause one part of the world to thrive and one part to fall. But of course, United States ain't trying to fall, so they're gonna come up with another way to stay afloat. And things are gonna be good for a minute. Like, it ain't like the dollar is gonna collapse and everybody's gonna be broken. It's gonna happen next week. No, it's not. The United States not gonna let that happen.
Right.
They gotta go ahead.
Yeah, it's all in the Lord's time. It's gonna take a minute for that petrodollar to drop. So I mean, the process is starting now, but it can take another few years. Lord willing, it don't. But hey, we're on the Lord's time.
Yeah, and I might as well get the scripture real quick. We all know this scripture in Revelation 13. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So that mark, that's going to be the new currency. So we can see this unraveling as well. All right. Not only is it going to be these Neuralink implants that they pushing, but it's going to be a digital identity too.
Right.
All right, and it's going to be put in you.
Yeah, because the EU is all right. Also, with the World Economic Forum is also calling for digital payments, and I believe I want to say the EU basically said, if you want to participate in society, you have to get a digital wallet. Now, there's certain countries like Estonia, which is one of the first countries to establish, digital identification. And there's another country that's coming along the way.
I think Switzerland.
Switzerland. Those countries like that, which are paving the way for this digital money. But we all know the long run is that digital the digital tag, that CHIP, all all right, that's already here right now. Like the brother was saying, you got Neuralink, all right, doing experiments. You have Synchron, which basically is controlled opposition. They're not rivals. You know, that's just like Racetrack and Quick Trip. It's the same damn company, man.
Right.
All right. So we see these things happening, but I mean, on the outside, you know, it looks good, man. Like it's like it says in 2 Ezra 16, Vic shall so good be cheap. You know, I mean, inflation is here, but I mean, you can still, you know, get a bite to eat. You know, you can still, you know, purchase a home. Hey, when people are still here it is the summertime. Today is the so-called first day of summer. So people here are at ease, and they don't pay attention to the petrodollar being dropped by Saudi Arabia, man.
Right.
You know, they're looking forward to the baseball season. You know, it's only a couple months away from football season, so these people, their minds is not paying attention to prophecy. Even you other Hebrew Israelite camps, you guys are too busy doing skits with comedians in the world, and you're not even feeding the people with the information that they need, man. Because hey, the scriptures talk about the love of many wax cold, man. When these things start to happen, all right, you're gonna have that blood in your hand because you didn't warn the people that the petrodollar was gonna get dropped, and the dollar was gonna drop. It's gonna lead to the sea hit, man. But you got it, bro.
Okay. By you saying that, I want to get this other script. It says Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 10. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord Yahweh, that there shall be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills." So during that time, that's when the economy is really gonna just fold. All right, it's you know, the fish gate is known as a trading spot, and the hills, you know, the hills are symbolic for the government. So it's gonna be the government's gonna crash because of this economic fall.
Right.
And then it says, "How ye inhabitants of Mektash, for all the merchant people are cut off, all they that bear silver are cut off." So yeah, that's when you go check your bank account, and that shit gonna say -0. And then listen to this, verse 12. "And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles, and punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, the Lord Yahweh would not do good, neither will he do evil." So yeah, those men are the ones that's gonna get caught off guard, and they gonna run and take that implant.
Right.
They're gonna be outside like some new Jordans about to drop, or a new Call of Duty game is about to hit the streets.
Yeah, that script is mostly going into the ones that's in the circumcision, the ones that know that they Israelites, man. They too busy playing games like we just mentioned. And yeah, those would be the first ones in line. The guys that said don't take, the guys that said that it ain't the sea hip, those gonna be the ones in line to say to take it. You had the guy, all right, from the ISUPK that said go ahead and take the jump shot, man.
Yep.
And we already seeing people dropping dead from that. So these guys are set up on their knees. All right, in Israel, it's just party and BS, and it's an Israelite party. They're gonna get caught off guard, man. We just hope and pray that we don't get caught up in our temptation. All right, but the rest of these guys, they're just you know, charlatans, man. They don't give a damn about the flock.
Yeah, I want to get another script in 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22, because those men that, you know, who so-called you know, teaching their truth and teaching people to do the wrong thing, this is what's gonna happen to them. While the Lord, you know, the Lord gonna gonna have his elect that he's dealing with. That's you know, teaching the real truth and telling you people and warning you people of what's about to happen according to the scriptures. You know, those men are gonna be taken care of, but the other men, they're gonna be doing what they about to say in this scripture. It says 2 Ezra 6 and 22, it says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." And that's gonna be because once everything crashed, what are people gonna do? They're gonna run to the stores and they're gonna empty out the stores. It says, "And the trumpet shall give a sound which when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid." All right, so that could come from you may be looking at your TV and a special report come on, you know, or you're gonna actually hear like trumpets in the air, like those air, what they call them? It's like when a bad storm is coming, or a tornado.
Those sirens.
Yeah, those sirens and on those cell towers. You're gonna hear those. It's gonna be chaos everywhere.
Yeah.
It's gonna be probably missiles already on the way here.
Right.
You know, because it may be one missile may come and hit this place, because it's going, like, America is gonna be destroyed in 1 hour, but you might have a missile hit this place, you know, a few months before the whole country is completely obliterated.
Yeah. Before that, you know, we're getting to the economy. All right. If you notice the trend, there's more bank closings. All right. You're gonna see less and less banks. You're gonna see less and less ATMs. You know, sometimes you have to go search and find an ATM within sight. A lot of these banks, like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, credit unions, they're gonna start closing down. All right, because what happens in other countries like Greece, people are gonna start making bank runs once they start to figure out that, hey, their bank is getting shut down. We saw that, I believe, in 2023 when Bank of America got shut down and people's accounts got zapped. But they fixed it. They fixed some of them. But you're gonna see that people are gonna wake up and try to pay their bills and whatnot. They're gonna see there's no money in the bank account they can't access to, and that's gonna lead to order out of chaos in these streets where people can't get their money. These people already worship money as it is.
Yep.
You know, so you're gonna see more bank runs. You know, like, you know, the priest Taza War says, you know, you wanna also too, is it just a, you know, suggestion, you wanna have some money on you on deck, you know. You know, brothers that got bank accounts, you want to have a couple of dollars on you, you know, because you can use that, you know, in the times to come as well. But you're going to see more and more bank closings toward the end of this year as well.
Yep. Just about 3 weeks ago, beginning of this month, I had to, you know, pay my rent, my June rent, and I had to go to 3 different banks.
Mm-hmm.
The first one said, well, your limit, you can't. Then my landlord, you know, he old school. He only deal with cash. That's the only way I can pay him. So, you know, it was like, well, you can't take out that amount of money. It's the first time, because I've been doing this for years. You know, every month I take out the money I need for my rent, and they never gave me this problem. But they told me, well, you can only take out 1,000. Then I went to another one. They said, well, you can only take out 500.
Right.
So I'm like, what the hell is going on? Are y'all serious?
And then
it's
also,
like, yeah.
Also, too, you can't forget last year how the United States government lost the FedNow app. All right, where they're trying to track digital payments.
Yep.
All right, and then also too, hey, you can't forget about the social credit score system that's already in China. And Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, all right, that freak said that he admires what China is doing as far as the social credit system. All right, so these things could be on the way as well. So the fact that, you know, in China, if you cross the street illegally the wrong way, they're gonna take points off your credit system, your social credit system. You know, you can't fly, you can't do certain. You criticize the government, you can't do certain things. All right, you get points taken off your social credit system.
Yep. And I'm gonna continue this 2nd Ezra 6. This is verse 24. It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So there's gonna be a time where nothing's gonna be moving. Nothing's gonna be moving. No cash flow, no type of currency being moved. This is gonna be every man trying to survive. And you ones that's pushing that this new currency is not gonna be an implant, and that's not the mark. You know, you're gonna be the main ones fighting your friends like enemies, trying to stay alive, because the Lord ain't gonna be dealing with you. You're only dealing with the elect. And for you to go against the scriptures and say that, you know, the mark is this and the mark is that, and you're gonna be the main ones, man. The Lord's gonna use you as an example first.
Right.
All right. I want to get another one before we end it out, and You know, if you want something, I pull it. Second Esdras chapter 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 3. It says.
You start from the top.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them."
Yeah, that goes into seeking the Lord while he may be found. You know, we come into the truth at certain ages. Some brothers came in the teenage years, 20s. I came into the truth in my 30s. All right, but seek thy Creator in the days of thy youth. But also that goes into you young jakes as well, because they registering to send you off to the draft with the selective service. If your age is 18 to 26, you're going to be in the selective service, man. So you're going to get called for war. All right, all these things are leading to World War III. All right, the economy crashing, leading to a new digital currency. We have to wait before the missile drop. We got to wait for the MOTB. Hey, but it's a high time for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to wake out of sleep, man. Because you're the only people who don't know that something is coming to the United States of America. And you're going to find out the hard way. For instance, you youth, all right, you little 18 to 26-year-old men, women, and children who are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're going to get drafted, man.
Right.
And it's going to be more evil times out here, all right? You women, we keep telling you women to get in line because we're compared to a calmly delicate woman. So we got to be in order. We tell you women to get in order. The evil days are going to come where, hey, you women are going to turn to prostitution, man.
Yep.
What you got, bro?
Yeah. I'm going to continue reading this, and I want to get another script because you just made me think about that other thing with the draft. That's going to mess a lot of our people up too, because what you going to do when they come to your door saying, hey, your 23-year-old son now has to, come with us. He's going to go overseas to fight.
Right.
That's going to mess a lot of people up, and Jake going to automatically go AWOL. They're going to go AWOL before they can even get suited and booted. They're going to be running from, basically trying to run from the government looking for them, but they're going to get caught and they're going to get sent over there. It's a no-brainer. But I'm going to continue to read. It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. And then verse 3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because there are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened.
Yeah, like case in example, I had a previous job in the office. They're going to be closing their doors in October. All right, a lot of these companies are just closing down, and then the retail industry is through. When you look at the mall, hey man, the mall's finished, man. All right, that was something to do back in the 90s when you was in high school and whatnot. All right, they're shutting down these Red Lobsters in the state of Georgia and various other places. All right, they're shutting this stuff down. All right, they're shutting these restaurants down.
Turn left onto Low Raven Road Northwest.
So, hey, the scriptures are faithful and true to let us know what's going on. And people hoping that DJ Trump is going to do something. DJ Trump ain't going to do anything but outside what the Lord tells him to do. Because it tells you in Job 33,
Take the next left onto Low Raven Road.
it tells you in Job
Northwest.
33 and 15 that the Lord seals the instructions of man. So Donald Trump and all these world leaders are just doing what the Heavenly Father programmed to do.
Right.
Via the angels.
Continue on Low Raven
Yeah,
Road
the
Northwest.
king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. So yeah, they work. They going as exactly as planned. They think that they got control over what they doing, and the Lord's controlling this whole thing. This is the Lord's new world order.
Right.
All right. What they call the new world orders, but it's really the Lord's ending of their world, of their world. But it says verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low,
In a quarter
He shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Yeah, because if it ain't no money circulating, it ain't gonna be no jobs. If it ain't no jobs and no money, what's the use of entertainment? You're not gonna need this music. You're not gonna need these actors in these movies.
Right.
It's gonna be every man for himself. You gonna look out the window, and it's gonna be a whole damn movie. You're gonna see the new Purge movie playing
Oh yeah.
live in front of you.
Yeah, they just last year they had an actor strike. So you know the entertainment industry is pretty much through, man. That's why they have to have this. That's why they have to have Kendrick Lamar go against Drake, because they need money.
Right.
You niggas is going back and forth. Ooh, they're doing that because the rap industry is failing. That's why they have to have that. You don't think these guys behind closed doors kicking it and you know reeking in the benefits of them beefing each other? All right, this place is through, man. You can tell by the music that this place is through. They have to do, these old rappers have to do these tours because people want that old nostalgic feeling. Oh yeah, when I was 96, man, I had such and such. It was, the 90s was such a good time. But you can tell by we're at the end by how the quality of the music is, man. When they have to bring back old entertainers.
Yeah, I was looking at a video. The chick that was on the Bernie Mac show, the girl that always had the attitude. I forgot her name, but she was doing an interview. She's like 30 years old now, well maybe a little bit older. But she was talking about how she was on the show, but she didn't get paid like that.
Yeah.
Those residuals back then are not what they are now. Just like if you was making, I ain't gonna lie, I was making like $11 an hour, like 20 years ago, and I was living good. My rent was $530 a month for a 3-bedroom townhouse. You know, my lights, everything else was real cheap. So you could live good off of that money back then. But these people that's getting residuals, man, that money is nothing now. And then it gets, you know, over the years it gets smaller and smaller. And while the economy is getting worse and worse, like what it cost $5 back then, that shit is like $20 now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's, you know, a lot of these old rappers and old entertainers, you know, they trying to come back out and do more. I think the only person I heard saying they weren't gonna do no more movies was like Denzel Washington, only because he's like damn near 70 years old now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, he's not doing no more movies. But a lot of these, man, they trying to push as many movies, as much music. I ain't never seen it being pushed like this.
Yeah.
Because this shit is failing.
Yeah. That girl from the Bernie Mac show, she's doing OnlyFans now.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Yeah, you got a lot of these women, man. Like that former basketball, Joe Smith. He was the #1 draft pick of the Minnesota Timberwolves back in the 90s. So you would think he'd have some of that money saved up. But his wife came to him and said, "Hey, we run out of money. She had to go do OnlyFans behind his back." Hey, desperate times come for desperate measures, man.
Yep.
And that goes into the title of the lesson, man. Hey, could you get Matthew 24:12?
Okay.
Yeah, because these people out here, man, they, like I said, it's just an illusion. You know, it's summertime. You know, the kids are out. It's a good time. But hey, more evil times are coming. We don't know how long we're gonna be here, but we keep prophesying the doom, because this doom, all right, did we just go in a circle?
Yeah, it seemed like it, but
That's
we
all.
good.
Anyways, that's way off. But
yeah, I got the script.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It's Matthew 24:12. It says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold."
Yeah, these people are gonna resort to desperate measures out here, man. Like in 70 AD, when there was no food out here, and you read the account of Josephus, and basically the Israelites during that siege, you know, Yahushua warned them to flee into the mountains, but they didn't take heed. And then next thing you know, they got caught up in the siege, and they were basically doing kick doors, man. You know, for the lack of bread.
Yep.
It tells you that in 2 Ezra 15 they're gonna do that. All right, so desperate times come for desperate measures, man. It looks good on paper right now. You can still get in your car and drive and go get some coffee, go get a hot dog, a beef hot dog from a Quick Trip. You know, you can go to Rude Chris Steakhouse. Hey, but when this money starts plunging more and more, it's going to lead to people doing things they never would do, including cannibalism, like you mentioned the last part of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter.
That's the spirit. I'm in 2nd Ezra 16 right now. But you was talking about earlier. You was talking about the draft and all of that. How these men are gonna get drafted over. And yeah, these women gonna be left out here. You know, suffering. You know, they can't lean on their man. The woman can't lean on her. The aged woman can't lean on her son, her husband, because there ain't gonna be none here. All right, a lot of men that's gonna be here. They're gonna get murdered, or they're gonna be on the run, or they're just not gonna be found. But this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 33. It says, "The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine." So yeah, that's going into that draft. When they get hauled off to Saudi Arabia to damn fighting the Battle of Armageddon, the Lord gonna come back and all the men gonna get destroyed, because it talks about that in 2nd Ezra 13, right. Isaiah 34. The Lord gonna come back and destroy these armies. So yeah, a lot of the men gonna get caught up and destroyed in that time. Yeah. So yeah, this collapse of this dollar, man, and the draft of the military, and bringing forth the implant for the buying and selling, man, this thing it's gonna hit fast. It's gonna hit fast. We can't put a timestamp on it because we really don't know. Right. All the thing we know is everything is unfolding right before our eyes.
Right.
It was one more. I want to get one more script in Isaiah 19.
And while you getting that scripture, that's why Isaiah 4:1 gonna come to pass. Just by reading that scripture the brother just read in 2nd Ezra 16, how 7 women should take hold to 1 man. Because all these men gonna get drafted out here for the war, man. All right, they're gonna and the woman, you're gonna want protection in that day, because you still, like I always say in these lessons, in these times, you still got these foreign troops out here that speak no English. They're gonna be on your police force. They're gonna be leading you to these concentration camps. So it's in the best interest for you women, especially the black woman, okay, but she's too damn stupid to get with an Israelite man, all right? Because the men of the Lord, like it mentions in John 14 and 12, Yahushua mentioned that the works that I do, you will do greater. And we're getting that boost by them brothers in LA seeing that angel, man. Right. So we're coming to them times where the Lord is going to protect his men, and you're going to know that those are the men of the Lord. Those guys that you look down upon on your day-to-day, those are going to be the men who are going to be performing life-saving miracles.
Yeah, they're not going to care in that day what kind of car they drive and what kind of car the man drive, how tall they are, how much damn money they make, and what they look like in the face. They ain't going to care about that shit. They're not going to have a type, ain't going to be none of that. They're going to say, I need protection. I need protection. That's the only thing they're gonna be thinking about. So yeah, that's when Isaiah 4:1 gonna come to pass. Right. Ain't nobody gonna be thinking about laying down with women in that time. Right. It's gonna be everybody gonna have salvation on their mind.
Right.
All right. For you men and a lot of you women, they get caught. They hear that scripture. Nah, they ain't doing it. Nah, you are gonna do that. It's gonna happen. You're gonna need protection at that time. So you're gonna look for a man of the Lord.
Right.
But I got Isaiah 19 as well. I'm going to start at verse 2, and then I'm going to go down. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." So yeah, this is what's about to happen. It's going to be, you can already see this getting ready to happen now. The United States is divided. All right, the countries are divided. Esau is divided amongst himself, even in his own land. All right, because them Russians, those are Edomites also.
Right.
All right, them Ukrainians, those are Edomites also. Europeans, those are Edomites also. and they're gonna come against America when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be Esau is gonna be fighting against his own brother.
Right. Yeah. Because this is the new Egypt. Look at the back of your dollar bill. In Revelation 11 and 8, it talks about this is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Look at this month. It's Pride Month.
Yep.
All right. So Egypt is the new America. The new Pharaoh is Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. All right. So you're gonna have. Yeah, you can go ahead of me. I don't give a damn. All right. You got Egyptians versus Egyptians. You see that right now with Trump supporters versus Biden supporters. And to the fact that at your job it's just so tight when people talk about politics. All right, because they don't want to tell you, they don't want to let you know who they voted for. Who gives a damn?
Right.
At the end of the day, like the brother said, like the priest said, this is the Lord's plan, man. You know, so these Egyptians are going to be fighting each other, especially when there's a lack of bread.
I'm gonna read verse 3. It says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof."
Yeah, this place is failing, man. Like we just mentioned a minute ago, how they had to bring back these old entertainers. Hey, Madonna's going back on tour, man. It's like, damn. Jennifer Lopez was supposed to go on tour. Hey, but hey, man, these people are just, all right, this place is just boring at this point, man. It's the same old thing. Like the brother said, they keep bringing up the same movies. All right, same food, same everything, man. This place is failing utterly.
They done made a damn. They brought back Ghostbusters from the '80s. They done brought back Bad Boys from the '90s.
Right? Yeah, Bad Boys 4 through. I'm not gonna go see that shit.
Hell no.
I'm not seeing that, man. Cause hey, every single movie that's been out, all right, it's been about the end times. People don't want people. Oh man, I hear that by last job. Oh man, they keep showing movies about war and yeah, the movie Civil War. Then you had How It Shall End. You know, you had all these movies about the end times, and people, they Hollywood finally figured out, hey man, you know, we got to give these people a distraction.
Yep. What else? Oh, I think they bringing out another Beetlejuice.
Oh,
with like the same actors from the '90s.
They gonna bring back Michael Keaton?
I think so.
Through.
I think he the same guy. But you know, I just saw a preview and I looked it up and it came out to be legit. But yeah, they bringing back that old ass movie, which I ain't gonna lie, it was a pretty decent movie back then. But that was back then. A lot of the shit that they bringing out, it's kind of dead. It's like they just trying to push something out because of money's sake. You know, just like what was that? Coming to America 2?
Yeah.
Man, that shit was so weak, man. I'll watch 1 five more times before I watch 2 again.
Right.
You know, average person I've seen Coming to America, the first one, a few times. This is one of them movies, it'll never really get old. But then they brought out part 2. I watched that shit. I think I missed some parts, and then didn't want to go back and see it, man. I watched that shit one time. That's just the spirit of this place failing.
Right.
Just like the scriptures say. And it says, I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Yes.
Yeah, like for instance, the World Economic Forum last year, they had that Brazilian witch basically put seances on people and put spells on people, man. These people are going to seek to the left-hand side, all right, for some type of advice, man. But the Lord controls the good and the evil, like it mentions Isaiah 45 and 7. It tells you in Isaiah 47 that they shall look to their prognosticators, all right, their fortune tellers, those that have familiar spirits, man. Hey, but they're all working for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So those spirits are going to give these people the wrong counsel, and it's going to fail.
Yep. I'm going to skip down to verse 15. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt which of the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Yeah, so, real soon, you about to see that there ain't going to be no work, with everything failing. Like the fashion of this world is about to pass away quick.
Right.
It really already is. There's some of this weak ass music. it don't really have a value no more. Here it is. You getting hit by inflation on every side, and you hearing about a rapper brag about how much money he got. You don't want to hear that shit, man.
Right.
All right. You see how women hating all men, and you know, you don't want to damn turn on music talking about the same shit. How much the women hating the men, or it's hard to listen to love songs and R&B and shit in this time.
Right.
That's just not the spirit of this place. Right now, it's all about trying to survive.
Right.
And then, you know, with the men of the Lord and men, women, and children that knows what's about to happen, they got the name of the Lord and know this truth. In this time, we just looking for all this stuff to take place because we know following that is our salvation.
Right.
You know, Lord's will. But it says, verse 16, it says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and to fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. So like, I'm going to read that again. Verse 16, it says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it. So yeah, the Lord is about to shake this place up. All right, and yeah, the people already in fear of what's about to happen next. I saw this video. It was this Edomite, and he was pretty much like he was crying. It was a grown ass man, you know, full bearded. He could have been either in his late 30s or early 40s. He's like, man, I can't do this shit no more. He said, I work for nothing. Everything I bring home, I just work just to pay bills, and I can't even pay all my bills. And he basically said he made good money. So yeah, the Lord is putting fear in these people, putting fear, sorrows, and all type of lamentations on this place now.
Right. Yeah. The things that we go through in this truth, these people are finding out the ways of a prophet's life, man. Sometimes you got to be like the scriptures say. The scriptures are a comforter because the scriptures say we know how to be at base and be abound. These people are just abound the whole damn time.
Yep.
To the fact that they get a base, they want to commit suicide now. You know, they want to go out here and rob somebody. They're pulling their hair, so to speak. You know, but we've been through those points in the truth. Some of us going through it now, man. You know, so how much more these people who don't have the name of the Lord, who don't have the angels protecting them, they're gonna lose it, man.
Yep. So yeah. So hey, just get ready for this collapse. That's rapidly approaching us. Okay. You got anything else you want to add it, put in?
No, I'm done on that.
Okay. So with that, we pray that this lesson was edifying. Once again, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashir Rakakudash. Double honors once again to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. It's Shalom to the hopeful elect.